Bro, I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are looking at a particular guy who said he has been in his car for over 2 hours because he did not want to enter his house. Now the reason why he did not want to enter his house is because he hates his wife.
Bro, I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go. Like, I can't afford the rent on my own, and she makes more money than me. So, I mean, if I was to get a good job tomorrow, I'd be gone just like that. With a woman I really want. But I can't afford the woman I want, so I gotta settle for her. Literally. If we're being honest, I think I'm doing her a favor. Because she got low self-esteem anyway, and she bad built, so she should be lucky that I'm with her, if that makes sense. So I don't feel guilty about it, but I mean, some gotta give because I can't keep doing this. Like, I could be with somebody I really want, but I refuse to do more, I'm kind of comfortable with being nothing.
How in that video the guy was talking about how he hates his wife, how he cannot afford not to be with his wife, that the kind of person that he likes, he cannot afford to be with that kind of person. He also talked about the fact that his wife earns more money than him. He talked about the fact that she has low self-esteem, so he's doing her a favor by being with her because no one else will be with her. Anyway, his video got a lot of people talking. People had things to say about his video. People had things to say about men who hate their wives. So we're going to check out what people have to say about this whole situation and men who hate their wives. And then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now let's get into this video.
The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go.
This is why I said be careful who you get married to. Because what you mean you hate your wife and you don't want to be with her and you're only with her because you're broke and you have nowhere else to live. Get the fuck out of here. I'm just annoyed by this video because it's like you're wasting this woman's time, her energy, and her effort that she's putting into the relationship. But because you don't have the resources or you don't have the space to let her go, you decide to stay with her in order to continuously make her feel miserable, make her feel bad about herself, and just be a weirdo overall. This is why I say that being married doesn't mean that you're happy. I know a lot of people who are married and they are not happy at all. Literally, they're just miserable. I'm going to be the one to say it. Do not get married to anyone unless you fully know that they are happy with being with you for the rest of their life. Because there's people out here who don't even want to spend the rest of their life with people.
Baby, I just came across this man. He said he been sitting in his car for 2 hours because he don't want to go in the house because he hate his wife. What kind of shit is that? Mind you, the video has went viral. He talking about how she make more money than him and that he don't have nowhere to go and he comfortable and he don't want to do better. Oh, okay. So you think you're going to get on social media? He better pray that that wife does not see that video. Because, baby, if that was my husband and he on social media embarrassing me, every piece of item that he has in that house will be sitting outside. I'm not even going to pack it in no black plastic bag. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get some paper bags. And you better hope it ain't raining. And because that's your ass. How dare you get on there and embarrass somebody that's been helping take care of you? You just said you have nowhere to go. Baby, you're going to be living out that car that you sitting in the car talking about me for 2 hours. That's your new home.
One thing a lot of men gonna do is embarrass their wife. So let me get this straight, bro. You broke. She make more money than you. but she has quote-unquote low self-esteem, and the only reason you with her is because you can't afford to get the woman that you want. Bro, do that woman a favor and leave. Do that woman a favor and leave. First of all, why do some of y'all get online? You getting online to diss your own woman? I don't. Some of y'all don't even think about what you do before you do it. Leave that woman because you don't like that woman at all, and you don't respect that woman to even get online and tell us that you hate her. What is wrong with you, bro? And she taking care of you, making more money than you, and then you think you doing her a favor in what, the looks category? Boy, please stop.
I'm gonna have to agree with the women on this one. A lot of you men do hate your wives. I'm 27 years old. I worked a lot of jobs where men just complain about not wanting to go home. We had this one fella at my job. He doesn't work there no more. But he's talking about his pregnant wife. Is there anything I could do at work to stay here because she's pregnant? She gets on my nerves. Like, y'all hate y'all partners that much? I'm married. I can't wait to get off work to go back to my wife. So y'all always just want to gaslight women and talking about women just be talking, women this, women that. But if you really think about it, they be saying some facts sometimes. I like to give credit where credit is due. Y'all men need to start picking better partners. And if you hate women in general, you don't gotta get married to them.
Getting married has really taught me how many men actually really hate their wives, because I can't tell you how many men I've heard in my life just talk about dog shit on their wives and how their wife makes them do this and my wife's taking me to this little shit or whatever. And I will tell you right now, and my friends will feel some type of way about this, I don't want to hang out with anyone more than my wife. And that even goes for my closest friends, because I love y'all. I love seeing y'all. But like, if my wife wants to go do something, I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna go do it. Because my wife is actually dope. My wife is funny as she just says like the funniest shit ever. It's like the dumbest shit you've ever heard in your life, but it's so funny and she's so fun. And I'm like, I don't understand why so many people hate their wives. I don't get it. I don't know. Can't relate.
I want you to hear me clear. Men make decisions based on what is beneficial to them. And a man will stay with you even though he hates you, because your presence and labor in his life is beneficial to him, and it will be against his own interest to leave you. Your love, your care, your labor in the home, the way that you take care of the children, the way that having a wife benefits him at work, church, school, whatever the fuck that he has going on, especially a lot of these like high powered jobs, doctors, lawyers, shit like that. They need a wife because they cannot sustain a life on their own. They are getting free emotional and actual labor from you, and that is why they stay. So they would rather stay and have their interests served and hate you than actually be like, you know what? I actually kind of hate this guts, and being around her is causing me to feel insecure and causing me to feel stressed out, and this really wasn't a good decision for me, so I'm gonna leave because in good conscience I shouldn't be here taking advantage of this person. No, they're going to take advantage of you until they can find another person to fill those needs. That's why oftentimes when women are diagnosed with terminal illnesses, they're left by themselves. The men move on and find they're partnered before the woman even passes away. These cancer centers and shit are full of women with their men supporting them. A lot of the women are usually left alone. So you have to ask yourself, if I hated this person, I would leave. So why are they still with me? They're very self-serving people, which I don't necessarily think is a hugely bad thing. I think women can be more self-serving than they are, but men will stay with you and hate your guts because it serves their self-interest. Even if it's down to, I know I can come home and have sex with her sometimes. Or I know I come home mad and she's going to coddle me and try to see what's wrong. Or I know I can come home and she will help me solve a problem. She'll help me with my business. She'll help me with my business plan. She'll help me study. She'll help me with my schoolwork. All the time he hates you. You gotta know what the fuck going on, queen.
Sometimes your biggest hater is your husband. Let me tell you why. This woman made a video where she shared that her husband of 17 years told her that the biggest mistake he ever made was getting married to her. And she has to make peace with the fact that her husband never liked her. She was with this man for 20 years, married for 17. They have children together. They have a home together. And this man told her that the biggest mistake he ever made was getting married to her. What was even crazier was the fact that there were women in the comment section saying that they have experienced the exact same thing. So many women had similar experiences. This is an epidemic. Women are finding out that these men do not like them, but they got married to them. They had children with them. They bought homes together. They have investments together, and they never liked those women. This is one of the most diabolical things to experience. Finding out that the person you've spent over 20 years with never liked you. And he had the gall, the audacity to tell her that the biggest mistake he ever made was getting married to her. She even shared that she was jumping through hoops to get this man to see her, to value her. She tried to show interest in his hobbies. But no matter what she did, he despised her. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking listening to women share their experiences with these men. It is also terrifying because you can't help but think, what could those men have done to them in those relationships? Because if you don't know that you're sleeping with the enemy, then you're probably unaware of ways this person could probably try to unalive you. There's things this person could have done to harm you. I mean, apart from the emotional torture, there's things he could have physically done to harm you. Because deep down, he cannot stand the fact that you are in his life. But he's still living with you. It is honestly scary right now to think how many women are in relationships with men that straight up hate them.
Hey babe, so what's going on that these work husbands are going to work and expressing how much they hate their wives? And the reason why I ask this is because me personally, when I used to work at a collection agency a couple years ago, me and pretty much everybody on my team, which majority of them were men, and even the big bosses would go to the back and have lunch together, kind of chill, talk and stuff like that, right? And there was multiple times that the conversation of marriage would come up because I was single and the youngest one there at the time. And babe, when I'm telling you, they would all go on rants as to how much they cannot stand their wives, how much they just can't wait until their kids get to the age that they can leave their wives and not go through child support, like how sick they make them, how lazy they are, all of them. And I remember it was a time that I was like, so out of all y'all sitting at these two tables, none of y'all have nothing good to say about y'all wife? Silence. None of them had nothing good to say about their wives outside of their kids. I mean, like most of them would be like, well, I mean, she gave me great kids. I love my kids. And that's it. And then more recently, I was back in Florida visiting a friend, and we went to a little bar and we started kicking up casual conversation with these other three dudes. Babe, they were married. And when they asked me, was I married? I said no. They said, man, don't do it, man. I can't stand my wife. She's annoying. The exact same thing that all those men were saying at that table all those years ago was the exact same thing those men were saying this past weekend. What is going on? It's getting crazy out here.
Look, I only personally know 2 married men in marriages where they earn less than the wife. Both those women are downright cruel to them, but still, it's just 2. Maybe most are happy. They are not. In most situations that I know as well, where the woman makes more than the man, except for, I think, 2. I know a lot of married people. So, except for 2 of them, the rest of them, the women are treacherous. And I'm going to tell you exactly why, and you're going to understand those women. Whoa, you didn't expect this one. If you've ever worked at a place that's like blue collar, where all the guys like provider guys, they drive nice big trucks, this, that, and the third, you will realize that a lot of them hate their wives. A lot of provider men hate their wives. Okay? At home, ladies, I know y'all like, no, not mine. Well, some of them take marriage very seriously, especially the ones who are like deeply like in religion and all that. A lot of them take it very seriously. Like, a lot of them hate y'all. And the men know it. The men know, though. Boy, if you're, ladies, if you're a housewife and your man working 50, 60 hours a week, he probably fucking hates you.
So we've seen how people are calling out the guy for his statement. I would love to hear what you think about men who hate their wives but are still staying in their marriage. So please leave your comments in the comment section. Now, I don't necessarily think that the original creator, the original poster, was being truthful with his situation. I think the video is a skit or a kind of satire or sarcasm. But the fact is, there are some men that actually that whole video represents their life. it represents their thought process, it represents everything. So even though it might not necessarily be the man's true reality, it might just be a video for entertainment or educational purposes, it is the lived experience of some men. Some men actually don't like their wives. They hate their wives. They marry their wives because of different reasons and not because of they love or like their wives. I have a video which was based off of a Twitter thread where different men were talking about why exactly they married their wives, and there were so many reasons that were just weird. And I was like, so if this person cannot do what made you marry her, would you divorce her? Would you go to someone else? And a lot of times you see men that will say, oh, they've been married for 30 years, 40 years, and then maybe the spouse, their wives die, and within like 2 months, they've already replaced the person, and they will say, oh, I needed someone to take care of me. And I'm like, why were you with someone for 30 years and immediately you are replacing the person? But after a while, if you look at a lot of the reasons why men marry their spouses, you will understand why they can easily replace their late spouse, because really a lot of them did not like their spouse for their spouse or for their spouse character or behavior. They liked their spouse for what they were doing, and now that their wives are not around to do it, they are replacing them with somebody that can do the same thing. And it's just unfortunate, because some of those women, some of the women that were married to them for 30 years and 40 years before they died, they would have felt that they had a good relationship, they had a good marriage, but not knowing that they were just the unpaid labor, in my own opinion. Now, there are other videos where we've discussed men not liking their wives, and some people realizing when their husband, their partner did not like them, and how some people actually left and did not marry. But for the ones that were married, the ones that are married, it's not easy to leave, especially when they realize that, oh, this guy did not like me. Some people actually leave. There's this particular lady that I used to follow online. She was with her husband for like 17 or 20 years, and she has finally left because she realized that she was putting too much effort in the marriage and the man was not doing anything at all. And when she's documenting her post-divorce period, and some of the things that she said, he said, is just like, what the heck. In some of the videos, he was saying that she'll not be able to survive without him, that she and her children will be lost without him. So during the marriage, he had already gotten used to controlling her, and now that she decided to leave, he's trying to gaslight her and manipulate her to stay. Anyway, for the men that hate their wives, I still don't understand why we will get married to someone that you don't like. But then again, a lot of men are selfish and they will do what favors them. A lot of men marry the person that is right in front of them when they are ready to get married. Sometimes they don't want to get married, but they need to get married because they want a home cooked meal, they want clean house, they want somebody that will take care of them. And it's just unfortunate for the women who would think that they are in a loving relationship, in a good relationship, and not understand that they are the ones putting too much effort in that marriage, and the guy is just putting the bare minimum effort to just maintain being married. Any which way, I would love to hear what you guys think about this whole discourse. Do you think that some men actually hate their wives but continue to stay in their marriage because of what the wife is doing for them, what they're benefiting from the marriage? I would love to hear what you think about what has been said. So please leave your comments in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.